Hello students, let's do speed, distance and time. Exercise 12A. So before that, let's go through some formulae that we need to keep in mind when we are doing questions on speed, distance and time. The most important formula is this: speed is equal to distance by time. So this is what you need to know. Now with the help of this, you can find out the distance and time. We can use the same thing, just one formula to get the other two formulae also. But it will be good if you can remember this also. So if you want to find speed, we divide distance by time. So the speed, if it is unknown, the distance is given to you and the time is given to you. Divide the distance by the time and you will find speed. So the formula is speed is equal to distance by time. Now if you have to find time, the formula is distance by speed. Then if you have to find distance, the formula is speed into time. So these are the three formulae you need to know. Like I said in the beginning, if you know just this one formula, with the help of this, we can find the other two formulae. Okay. Now, something very important is you should know this table of units. This is units of length. As you can see, kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. Now we are going to be doing conversions, and conversions, because they are speed, distance and time. We're talking about distance. Now it's going to be in kilometers or meters or centimeters, one of these units. So we need to know this table of units. You have to know this table by heart so that conversion is going to be easy for you. Now the first thing that we need to know is, now speed is, like we said, is distance by time. Speed is distance by time. And distance means we'll be talking in, say, kilometer. Suppose we take kilometer, then the time will be in hour. That means how many kilometers can a vehicle go in 1 hour? Kilometer per hour. So we write it like this, or we also write it as kilometer per hour. This is another way of writing. Or now here you can see this is in the form of a fraction. The same thing, I have written it like this. Now if I have to take this hour to the top, remember the exponent form, the power, h is hour, that is 1 here, isn't it? Kilometers is 1. Now if I have to take h to the numerator, then my power will reverse, the sign will reverse. This will become kilometer per hour, and I put -1 because I have brought hour to the top, to the numerator. So these are the different ways of writing. So speed is usually in kilometer per hour, and I can write it like this, and I can read it the same way, kilometer per hour. So kilometers is the distance, hour is the time, and when you divide kilometer by hour, you get the speed. Now conversion means if I have to convert kilometer per hour to, say, meter per second, now we will be asked to convert it. So kilometer is in hour, meter is generally in seconds, meter per second. Now if I have to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, how do I do it? So kilometer per hour, if I have to convert it to meter per second. Okay, so here, now can you see, from kilometer to meter, it is 1000, isn't it? So we start with 1 here, 1 kilometer, and if you put zeros, how much is it? That's 1000. So from kilometer to meter, it is 1000 units. 1000 units. So I have converted kilometer to meter. So let's write this. I'll write this in the form of a proper fraction for you to understand. Now I am converting this into meters. That means I have to multiply by 1000. As you can see, 1 kilometer means 1000 meters. So that will be 1 into 1000. So now this has become meters. So 1 into 1000. So kilometer has become meters. Now I'm going to convert hours into seconds. Hours into seconds. Now in 1 hour, we have 60 minutes. And in 1 minute, we have 60 seconds. So if I have to convert 1 hour into seconds, then I must say 60 into 60 seconds. So here, this will be 1 into 60 into 60. Okay, then we can cancel. So now this has become seconds. Now we can cancel. So I can cancel 1 0 there, 1 0 here. So now I can cancel one more 0 there, one more 0. I can cancel off the ones. Now I can use 2 to cancel 10 and 6. 2 3s are 6 and 2 5s are 10. Now that's it. I don't have anything else. So in my numerator, I have 5, and in my denominator, I have 3 into 6. 3 into 6 is 18. And this is meters and this is second. So when I convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, I have to just write 5 by 18 meter per second. So when we convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, we have to multiply by 5 by 18. Straight away, you don't have to do all these. You don't have to do all these. You can straight away multiply by 5 by 18 when you convert kilometer per hour to meter per second. And if it is a reverse, suppose you're going to convert meter per second to kilometer per hour, then you will write the reciprocal of this. That is 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So these two you should know, because straight away you can use this. You don't have to waste your time doing all these conversions. Now this is possible only when you convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, or meter per second to kilometer per hour. Otherwise we have to do proper conversions like this. So let's begin our exercise. Question 1. Now 12A exercise is on page number 137 and we're doing conversion. So the first one is 3.6 kilometer per hour to meter per second. So remember, here you don't have to do everything. So let's write that down. So 3.6 kilometers per hour, we are going to convert to meter per second. So for that, what should we do? We are going to take 3.6, multiply this by 5 by 18. And then our answer will be in meter per second. So you don't have to show all the other conversions. So you can cancel, or you can multiply the numerators and then divide by 18. So let's do the easier way. Let's multiply these two. So 3.6 into 5. Ignore the point and multiply. 36 into 5. 5 sixes are 30, carry 3. 5 threes are 15, 16, 17, 18. We've got 118. Now go back to the question. There is one decimal place. See that your answer also has one decimal place. So now what is your number? 18. 18.0 means 18. So here what do we have? We have 18 divided by 18. So 18 divided by 18 is 1. So what have we done here? We have converted kilometer per second per hour to meter per second. So 3.6 has now become 1. That means 3.6 kilometer per hour has now become 1 meter per second. So our final answer here is 1 meter per second. So this is our answer. Question 2. Convert 54 kilometers per hour to centimeter per second. So what are we going to do? We're going to write 54 into, now we have to convert kilometer to centimeter. So let's write that table of units. So we have the table of units here. We have kilometer here, centimeter here. We have to convert from kilometer to centimeter. So when we move to the right, it is multiplication. If we have to move backwards, it is division. Now we are moving forward to the right, it's multiplication. Multiplication by how much? Let's begin here. 1, then put zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. That means 54 into 1, then put the 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is this? This is 1 lakh. Okay, so we have converted kilometer to centimeter. Now in the denominator, we have to convert hours to seconds. Okay, so our 1 hour, remember we wrote earlier, 1 hour has 60 minutes and 1 minute has 60 seconds. That means 1 hour. If I have to write 1 hour, it will be 60 minutes into 60 seconds. So let's write that there, 60 into 60. Now let's cancel what we can. So cancel 1 0 there, 1 0 here. Now I can use 2 and cancel 2. And then 2 here I can say 2 5s are 10 and 1 2, 2 zeros. Again I can use 2 here, 2. Here we said 2 3s are 6. Here also we can say 2 3s are 6. So here I can take off 3 and I can do this with 2 again. Divide 500 by 2. So 2 2s are 4. There's 1 left. 2 5s are 10 and 0. 250. Now what do I have in the numerator? I have 54, 250 and I have 3 and 3 here. Can I still cancel something? Can I cancel 54 by 3? Use your test of divisibility by 3. Add up these two numbers. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So divide 54 by 3. So 3 ones are 3. So here 3 ones are 3. 4 5, that's 2. So 24. 3 eights are 24. So I have 18 there. Can I cancel 18 again? I can cancel 18 by this 3. This 3 is cancelled, so I can cancel with this 3 now. So this 3 let me remove. So 3 ones are 3, 3 sixes are 18. So now what do I have in the numerator? I have 6 into 250. In the denominator I have 1. So let's multiply 250 into 6. So this is 6 zeros are 0, 6 fives are 30, carry 3, 6 twos are 12, 13, 14, 15. This is 1500. So we have converted kilometer per hour to centimeter per second. So we've got 1500. So what is our answer? 1500 centimeter per second. This is our final answer. Next question, question 3. Now convert meter per second to kilometer per hour. So this one is easy. You can still have this table of units if you want to do it the long way, or you can use straight away the conversion that we did earlier. So here 60 meter per second, we have to convert it to kilometer per hour. For that, all we have to do is write 60 into 18 by 5. Remember, this is a conversion I showed you earlier. So here you straight away have to do, you don't have to go slowly by doing all the conversions here. Straight away you can do 18 into 18 by 5. Now cancel, you can cancel 5 and 60. 5 ones are 5, 12 5s are 60. So that's 12. So now you just have to multiply 12 into 18. 12 into 18, let's see, 8 twos are 16, 8 ones are 8, 9, 1 twos are 2, 1 ones are 1, add it up, 6, 9, 10, 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So here what do we have? 216. And what have we converted? We have converted meter per second into kilometers per hour. So this is going to be kilometers per hour. So 216 kilometers per hour is our final answer. Question 4. 540 centimeter per second to kilometers per hour. So first let's have our table. Now here remember we are converting from centimeter to kilometer. We are moving towards the left from centimeter. When we move towards kilometer, from the smaller unit to the bigger unit, we are dividing. And dividing by how much? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So that is 1 lakh. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 1 lakh kilometers. So this is the conversion. This is the conversion that we have done. So here let's start by saying 540 into 1 by 1 lakh. Okay, so 1 followed by 5 zeros. Now the conversion of seconds to hours. Okay. Now we know that in 1 hour, how many seconds do we have? We found out 60 into 60. 60 into 60, and how much is this? 6 sixes are 36, 0, 0, 3600 or 3600 seconds. That means 3600 seconds make 1 hour. So here we are converting, so we are writing into 3600 seconds. So I hope you have understood this part. So 540 I've taken from here. 1 by 1 lakh has now is now in kilometers and 3600 is now in hours. So we have converted seconds to hours and centimeter to kilometer this way. Now we can cancel. So I can cancel 1, 2, so 2 zeros there. I can cancel 1 0 from there and from here. Now I have all even numbers. So I can cancel with 2. Okay, so let's cancel 100 by 2. So that is 5, 2. 2 fives are 10 and then 0. I've got 50. I can cancel 54 also by 2. 2 twos are 4. There's 1 left, 14. 2 sevens are 14. Now what are the numbers I have? 27, 36 and 50. I can cancel 50 and 36 both by 2. So let's do that. So here 2 into 25 is 50. And here 2 into 18 is 36. Now that's it. I can't cancel anything else. So now in the numerator we have 27 into 18. Denominator we have 25. So that is 27 into 18 divided by 25. Now let's do this multiplication and division. 27 into 18. 8 sevens are 56, carry 5, 8 twos are 16, plus 5 is 21, 0, 1 sevens are 7, 1 twos are 2, plus 1 plus 7 is 8, 2 plus 2 is 4. So multiplication we have done, we've got 486. Now we have to divide this by 25. Let's do the division. 486 divided by 25. Take 48, 25 ones are 25, minus 8 minus 5 is 3, 4 minus 2 is 2, and then I bring down 6. Now 25 into what will give me a number close to 236. Now let's try 25 into 9. 9 fives are 45, carry 4, 9 twos are 18, plus 4 is 22. So we can write this 19, 225. Now let's minus. 6 minus 5 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Now let's continue our division. So put a point here. Carry that point up. Put a 0 and bring that 0 down. We have 110. 25 into 4 is 100, isn't it? 25 into 4 is 100 minus 0, 1. Now I can still continue my division by putting one more 0 there and bringing that 0 down. Now my number is 100, so I can continue and write 25 into 4 is 100. Now my remainder is 0. So you can continue your division and check for 2 decimal places and stop with that even if your remainder is not 0. So what do I have here? 19.44. Now what did we do in the question? We converted centimeter per second to kilometer per hour. So this one will be kilometers per hour. So let's write our final answer, 19.44 kilometer per hour. This is our final answer. Question 2, fill in the blanks. So here we've been given a table and there are some blanks that we need to fill up. So here we have distance. One column is distance, second column is speed, and the third column is time. Now in the first question, distance is given to us and time is given to us. We have to find speed. This is blank. So we have to find speed and fill in the blank. Now here is where we're going to use our formula, the formula that we have learned. So look at the first question. In the first question, distance is given to us as 129 meters. Speed is not given to us. Time is given to us as 3 minutes. And now we need to find the speed. So speed, the formula is distance by time. So this is 129 meters by 3 minutes. So we just have to divide this 129 by 3. So let's divide that 129 by 3. 3 fours are 12 minus, bring down 9. 3 threes are 9. So we have minus and then 0. So now our quotient is 43. So we have found the speed to be 43. Now go back to the unit. In the question we have meter, and then minutes is down, meter by minutes. That means this is meter per minute. So the first answer is 43 meter per minute. We can write it here, 43 meter per minute. This is the speed. Now in the second question, we have been given speed and we have been given time. Now we have to find the distance. So here we have to find distance. So let's begin by writing the formula for distance. Distance is speed into time. So let's find a distance. Now speed is given to us as 40 kilometers per hour into time. Now look carefully, time is in minutes. Now speed is in kilometer per hour and time is in minutes. That means we are going to convert minutes into hours. So let's do that. So we know that 60 minutes make 1 hour. So 45 minutes will be 45 divided by 60, this many hours. Okay, so now we have converted it here. Let's write it here, 45 by 60. Let's do this calculation. 40 into 45 by 60. Okay, now we can cancel the zeros here. I can cancel 4 and 6 both by 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Now I can cancel 45 and 3. 3 1s are 3. 3 into 15 is 45. Now there's nothing else to be cancelled. I'm going to multiply my numerators. 2 into 15 is 30. So that is 30 by 1. Now 30 by 1 is 30. So what is our unit? Remember, we are talking about distance and we have kilometers per hour. We have converted it all to hours. Our distance will be in kilometers. So the answer is 30 kilometers, which we can write here, 30 kilometers. So we have filled in the box there. Question 3, here what is given to us? We've been given the distance and we've been given the speed. We are asked to find the time. So let's write the formula to find time. So time is distance by speed. So now let's look at the units. Now distance is meters and speed is kilometer per hour. So let's convert kilometer per hour to meter per second so that the units are the same. And we know how to do that, isn't it? Now when you convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, just multiply by 5 by 18. So here let's multiply. Now kilometer per hour is 48. So to convert it, we just multiply into 5 by 18. Now here we can cancel. I'll cancel 48 and 18 by 3. 3 6s are 18. 3 1s are 3. And here again we have 18. 3 6s are 18. I can cancel 6 and 16 by 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 8s are 16. Nothing more to cancel, so multiply 8 into 5. 8 5s are 40 and in the denominator we have 3. 40 by 3 meter per second. So we have got our speed now in meter per second, that is 40 by 3 meter per second. So we've got a speed like that. Now let's substitute it in the formula given. So time is distance divided by speed, isn't it? Distance is 720 meters divided by speed. We just got 40 by 3 meter per second. We've got this. Now let's work this out. Time will be 720. Division changes to multiplication. 40 by 3 becomes 3 by 40. Now let's cancel. I can cancel 1 0 there and 1 0 here. I can cancel 72 and 4. 4 into what will give me 72? 4 ones are 4. 5, 6, 7, 3. I have 32. 4 eights are 32. And 4 ones are 4. So I just have to multiply 18 into 3. 18 into 3 is 54. And here we're talking about time and we have converted it into seconds. So this is 54 seconds. So let's write our answer here in the box, 54 seconds. So we have found all our answers. So we found the first question, we found speed. In the second question, we found distance. And in the third question, we found the time. Question 3. Rohit covers a distance of 140 meters with the speed of 75 kilometers per hour. How much extra time will he take to cover a distance of 400 meters with the same speed? So first, let's look at the question and see what is given to us. Distance is given to us, speed is given to us, but we don't know the time. So first thing is we need to find the time taken when he went the distance of 140 meters. Then we have to find how much of time he took when he covered a distance of 400 meters. So first the time with 140 meters and 75 kilometers per hour. Then we have to find for 400 meters with the same speed, and then we have to find the difference in the time. So first let's begin by writing what is given to us first. Distance is given to us 140 meters. Speed is given to us 75 kilometers per hour. Now we have to find the time. First the time with 140 meters. Okay, so let's find the time here. So the formula to find time is distance by speed. Time is distance by speed. And here look carefully. Distance is meters and time is kilometers per hour. So that means we are going to convert this kilometers per hour to meter per second. So let's do that first. So 75 kilometers per hour, we are going to convert it into meter per second so that the units are the same. So here unit is meter, here it's kilometer, that's why we are converting. And we learned in the beginning, when you have to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, all you have to do is multiply by 5 by 18. So let's do that. 75 into 5 by 18. Now let's cancel some numbers here. 75 and 18 you can cancel by 3. 3 sixes are 18. Now here 3 twos are 6 and there's one left, 15. 3 fives are 15. Now that's all, you can't cancel anything more. So let's multiply 25 into 5. 25 into 5 is 125. Denominator is 6. Now this has become meter per second. We can write it here. So this is 125 by 6 meter per second. So now can you see the units are all the same. Here you have meters, here also you have meters. So time is distance by speed divided by speed. Distance is 140 meters divided by 125 by 6 meter per second. Now let's do that division. 140 divided by 125 by 6. 140, division changes to multiplication, reciprocal 6 by 125. I can cancel 140 and 125 by 5. 5 twos are 10, 5 fives are 25. Here 5 twos are 10, there is 4 remaining, 5 eights are 40. Now let's multiply the numerators. 28 into 6 and denominator is 25. So 28 into 6, 6 eights are 48, carry 4, 6 twos are 12 plus 4 is 16. So here what do we get? 168 in the numerator. In the denominator we have 25. So this is 168 by 25. This is the time, but we are going to convert it now because it's an improper fraction. So this is 168 by 25 seconds. So let's convert it to a decimal number. 168 divided by 25. Now 25 into 6 is 150 minus 8, 1. Now let's continue our division by putting a point here. Carry that point up, put a 0, bring that 0 down. Let's get a number close to 180. Let's try 25 into 7. 7 fives are 35, carry 3, 7 twos are 14, 15, 16, 17. So we can use this. So let's write 25 into 7 is 175. Let's minus this. So here 7, 10 minus 5 is 5. We can continue our division again by putting a 0, bringing that 0 down. Now our number is 50. 25 twos are 50. So now what do we have in our quotient? In our quotient we have 6.72. So our time now is 6.72 seconds. So this is the first part that we have found. We have found the time taken when the distance was 140 meters and the speed is 125 by 6 meter per second. Now the distance has been increased to 400 meters. So here we're going to write 400 meters. The speed is the same. It says same speed. And again, we're going to find the time. So let's do that. So this time, distance is 400 meters. Speed is the same, 75 kilometers per hour, because the question says same speed and the speed is given to us already. So it's same speed. Now the time we have just found out. For 140 meters, the time was 6.72 seconds. Now we have to find the same thing for a distance of 400 meters by using the formula. So let's use the formula now. The formula for time is distance by speed. The distance is 400 meters divided by the speed is given to us as 75 kilometers per hour, which we converted to meter per second, 125 by 6. We can use the same thing. So divided by 125 by 6 meter per second. So now let's do this calculation. 400 divided by 125 by 6. So this will be 400 into 6 by 125. Let's cancel with 5. 5 twos are 10, 5 fives are 25. Here 5 eights are 40 and a 0. Again we can cancel by 5. 5 fives are 25. Here 5 ones are 5. We have 3 remaining, 30. 5 into 16 is 80. Nothing else to be cancelled. So multiply 16 into 6. So 16 into 6. 6 6 are 36, carry 3. 6 ones are 6, 7, 8, 9. So in the numerator we have 96. In the denominator we have 5. Let's divide this. So this is now 96 by 5 seconds. Okay, so we've got 96 by 5 seconds, which we are going to now convert into a decimal number by doing division. So let's divide 96 by 5. 5 ones are 5, minus we have 4, 46, 5 nines are 45, minus 1. We can continue our division to get the decimal number. Put the point, carry that point up, put a 0, bring that 0 down. Now the number is 10. 5 twos are 10. So we have got a remainder 0 and our division is over. We've got 19.2. That means the time here when the distance is 400 meters is 19.2 seconds. So we can write it there, 19.2 seconds. So now we know the time taken when the distance is 140 meters is 6.72 seconds and the time taken when the distance is 400 meters, 19.2 seconds. Now they're asking us how much extra time will be taken. To find the extra time, we have to subtract these two answers. So let's write that. Extra time taken will be the bigger numbers 19.2. So 19.2 seconds minus 6.72 seconds. So let's subtract 19.2 minus 6.72. Now this is subtraction of decimal numbers. I hope you have not forgotten. We have to make them like decimals by filling in the gaps with zeros. Now let's do subtraction. Borrow. So here 10 minus 2 is 8. Now here we have 1. Again we need to borrow from the previous one. So this becomes 8. So 11 minus 7 is 4. Put the decimal point. 8 minus 6 is 2 and 1. 12.48. So the extra time taken is 12.48 seconds. So this is our answer. So this is our final answer. Question 4. Which is greater? 72 kilometers per hour or 21 meters per second? So what we have to do is bring them both to the same units. So let's convert 72 kilometers per hour to meter per second and see. So when you convert kilometers per hour into meter per second, a simple way is to multiply by 5 by 18. Always into 5 by 18. So let's do that. 72 into 5 by 18. Now here we can cancel. 18 ones are 18 and 18 fours are 72. Now multiply the numerators. 4 fives are 20. So now this has become 20 meter per second. So now let's compare. So on the left side we have 20 meter per second and on the right side we have 21 meter per second. So now both are the same units. So we just have to look at the numbers. This is 20, this is 21, and we know that 21 meter per second is greater. So the answer, which is greater to these two units given here, the answer is 21 meter per second is greater. So this is our answer. Question 5. A journey is covered in 3 hours with a speed of 90 kilometers per hour. What must be the speed if the same journey is to be completed in 5 hours? So for the first part, the time is given to us, the speed is given to us, but the distance is not given. So we have to first find the distance for the first part and then read the second part of the question. So let's begin. Time is given to us 3 hours. Speed is given to us 90 kilometers per hour. Now we have to find the distance. So now first thing is look at the units. We have hours there and here also. So there's no need to change anything. We can straight away multiply using this formula. Distance is speed into time. And speed is 90 kilometers per hour. And time is 3 hours. Okay, so now let's multiply 90 into 3. 3 zeros are 0, 3 nines are 27. So we get 270, and because it's a distance, we write kilometers. So now for the first part of the journey, we found that the distance is 270 kilometers. Now let's read the second part of the question. What must be the speed? So now they're asking us to find the speed if the same journey, that is 270 kilometers, is to be completed in 5 hours. So time is given to us. Distance is this. We have to find the speed. So let's do that. Time is 5 hours. Distance we just found out to be 270 kilometers. Now we have to find the speed using the formula speed is distance divided by time, and distance is 270 kilometers and time is 5 hours. So let's divide 270 by 5. 5 fives are 25 minus, you bring down 2, you minus and get 2, bring down 0. 5 fours are 20 minus 0. So now our quotient is 54. So we have found the speed. The speed is 54 and use the units kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. So what is our final answer? The speed is 54 kilometers per hour. Question 6. A certain distance is covered in 50 minutes with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How much extra time will be needed if distance is kept the same and speed is halved? So let's look at the first part of the question. A certain distance. That means distance is not given, time is given and speed is given. So let's write what's given. Time is 50 minutes. Speed is 60 kilometers per hour. You can see the difference in the units. We're going to change it. And distance is what we need to find out using the formula. Distance is speed into time. So first, let's get the units to be the same. So we are going to convert 50 minutes into hours. Let's see how to do it. Now 60 minutes make 1 hour. So 50 minutes will make how many hours? 50 minutes will make 50 by 60 hours. So now this has become hours. 50 by 60. We can write it here. The time is now 50 by 60 hours. Now the question here is to find distance. The formula is speed into time. So speed is given to us as 60 kilometers per hour. That is speed, and time we have just found out to be 50 by 60 hours. Now here let's cancel what we can. So let's write that 60 into 50 by 60. So we can cancel both the 60s here. So what do we have here? We have 50. So that is distance. So let's write it here. Distance is now 50 kilometers. So we have found the distance. Now let's go back to the question. How much extra time will be needed if distance is kept the same? That means distance can be this and speed is made half. So instead of 60 kilometers per hour, we have to make it half of that. Half of 60 is 30. So now for the second part of the question, let's see what is given to us. We are given speed Because here it says speed is half of this. So 60, half of 60 is 30. So now we know the speed is 30 kilometers per hour. Then what is given to us? Distance is something we just found out, because here it says distance is kept the same. So same distance we can write here. So that is 50 kilometers. And now we have to find time. So let's use the formula distance by time. Distance by speed. Distance by speed. Now let's substitute. Distance is 50 kilometers and speed is 30 kilometers per hour. 30 kilometers per hour. Now let's work out this. 50 divided by 30. Cancel what we can. So here we have cancelled. We've got 5 by 3. So we did this 1 hour is 60 minutes. So 5 by 3 hours will be 60 into 5 by 3, and we calculated and got 100. So 100 minutes. So here when the distance is the same and the speed is made half, the time taken is 100 minutes. Now let's go back to the main question, which says how much extra time will be needed. To find the extra time needed, we have to look at the time taken initially and the time that we found out now and subtract both. So let's do that. So here we have 50 minutes and here we have 100 minutes. We're going to subtract both. 100 minutes minus 50 minutes. 100 minus 50 is 50. So the extra time needed is 50 minutes. So this is the answer that we have here. So let's go to the last part of the question again. How much extra time will be needed if distance is kept the same and speed is half? Extra time needed is 50 minutes. So children, we'll stop with this for now. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.